going on? It's been a couple of weeks because I have been moving. It was New Year's. Had some family stuff go down, just dealing with life. But was inspired to make a video after all this time because I saw TLTG Reviews post fragrances that make you smell like the man. And I said to myself, why not? He didn't officially tag anybody, but I figured I'd give you my 5 fragrances. It's an easy, fun initiation back after all this time. I've missed all you beautiful people. Got myself all dolled up. There are sweatpants below this, but all you're seeing is this. But to be honest, because this is the circle of trust, I'm wearing my favorite sweatpants this Sunday. So with that said, I love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Comment below if you've worn any of these, how they make you feel. Let me know what fragrances make you feel like the man or make you just feel sophisticated, sexy, and give you that confidence. That's really the way I'm taking this definition, that these 5 fragrances just make me feel a little bit more powerful, a little bit more confident, and elegant, rich, whatever you want to say, because it's kind of weird saying it makes me feel like the man. But let's get into it. Let's do this. Happy New Year, y'all. Fragrance number 1. One of my faves. I feel like it doesn't get enough talk. And it's Bottega, Veneta, Homme Parfum. This stuff is the epitome of feeling manly. You have cardamom, cedar, you have fir resin in this. We have, I think this is some pimento. It's a leather fragrance. You have some tonka and some cardamom in here. I mean, let's give it a spritz. Let's get this going. I don't know, it's just, you get this dark woods, leather, this fur running through, so it's got that kind of piney feel to it, a nice spiciness. It's just masculine. You go into a meeting, this is professional, you're suited up. You know, I'm not going to subject it to the office, but when I'm getting dressed up, I'm throwing on a sport coat, I'm going to a business meeting, I'm going to an important dinner, I want to come into the room feeling confident, feeling super manly, and just smelling good and drawing attention. I go with this one. Some people complain about longevity. This thing pumps off my skin from 7 to 8 hours. If you're spraying your clothes, to me it'll last 8 to 10. Everybody always has an issue with performance. Get a decant, little refillable, bring the bottle with you and refresh yourself. But I have no issues with this one. It's great for cool weather, all that stuff. I have worn it on cooler days in the spring and summer because it is one of my favorites, depending upon what I'm doing, if I'm in a controlled environment. But a fragrance that makes me feel manly or like the man, I go with Bottega Veneta Homme Parfum. It's a classy one. Number 2 on my list was stepping into niche. Was one of my first from this line. Got to take it out of the box. I'll put this box down. Okay. From Amouage, we have Jubilation 25. Now, once again, I've read reviews and heard people say it's not the original formulation, it's watered down, it's this, it's that, yada, yada, yada. Going off scent, I love the scent profile. I still get, you know, it depends when you wear it, 7, 8 hours. It pumps off my skin. Now what I get is a it's a fruity opening, and then the dry down gets kind of like a more balsamic incense vibe. It screams elegance, it's regal, it's opulent, it's mysterious. I originally bought a decant, a 10 mil, and when I first sprayed it, I had never put my nose on something with this type of scent profile, and it was my first niche Middle Eastern fragrance. And you know, I was kind of confused with it. I would spray it on my forearm or spray it on me and wear it just in the house because I just was like, oh man, like, can I wear this? How would I wear this? Until about a week into my decant, I was spraying it every day. The scent profile was growing on me. It was, like I said, new to me, this type of fragrance, that Middle Eastern vibe. And when I went out, it wasn't about the compliments, but the feedback of what are you wearing? Like, wow, you smell great. And I was dressed nice the first day I went out because I spent good money on it. It's not a cheap fragrance. So I was dressed very nice. And the feedback I got gave me an enormous amount of confidence. And if we're gonna go with the theme, I felt like the man. And this has become one of my favorite from the house. I think it's many people's favorite. Like I said, everybody's got an issue. The longevity, this, that, and the third. To me, it lasts as long as I need it to. And I'm the type, I bring, you know, I have empty little decants that I'll fill 2 mil or whatever and just take it with me for a refresher if I feel like I need it. But from the house of Amouage, one of my favorite, confidence boosting, manly scents that draws attention, makes me feel like the man anytime I wear it. Amouage Jubilation 25. It's a beautiful scent. Get a decant, try it out if you haven't, and give it time. Trust me. It took me time to get used to this type of scent profile, and now I'm obsessed with Middle Eastern fragrances. On to the next. Let's see. I'm not going in any random order. I'm just grabbing. Let's see. All right. Here we go. No Stranger. I believe this is discontinued. It's still not that hard to get. It might not be discontinued. Maybe it's just hard to get. I think it's discontinued. I don't know. Everything's getting discontinued these days. And it's, which one is, make sure I didn't grab the wrong one. Sometimes I say the wrong one. It's Guerlain Marielle Parfum. I love the Extreme. I actually love the original. And the Intense. They're all great. They're all great smelling scents. For this one, I grabbed the most for some reason. And it makes me feel like the man in like a sexy way. Like, this is, to me, like, you could dress this down, in my opinion, dress like this, sport jacket, you know, kind of hobo chic, however I dress. But when your significant other is gonna love the way you smell. It's cherry, it's almond, it's leather, there's vanilla in this. It's elegant. It's, like I said, it's a sexy, addicting smell. It's sweet, but it's not loud. It's romantic. It's just great. It makes me feel very confident when you're going on a date or you're trying to impress. It's can go both ways, unisex. It can be, to some they feel like it's a little feminine, but for me, I mean, this thing pumps off my skin. I'm getting 8 to 10 hours, me personally. It just vibes with my chemistry. But this beautiful almond, cherry, vanilla, leather fragrance that I can't get enough of. I love this stuff. Makes me feel very confident, sexy. Especially if you're going out and about and you're trying to get some attention from the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you're into. This thing's just, to me, sexy as fuck. So number 3 out of my 5, Guerlain Marielle Parfum. Alrighty, let's see what we have on the assembly line. Gotta take it out the box. Lately I've been putting my fragrances back in the box. What's in the box? You know what's in the box? Me dropping the box. And it's Zahar Off Signature Homme. Now, I've talked about this house numerous times, love it. And you know, I kind of was putting this on the back burner for a while. And recently I've been going on some interviews and meetings with people and stuff like that. And hey, doggies, I know I haven't filmed in a while, but guys, still raising a puppy, guys. If you've seen some of my videos, Storm is just, her name suits her. Getting back, Zahar Off. Now this thing, oh man, it's just, and this, I've had this for about a year, and it's, the juice is darkened up on me, and like all their bottles, just gorgeous presentation. Now this fragrance, just for me, it demands a respectful vibe. You smell fresh, you smell clean, you smell classy. It's, to me, a very sophisticated scent because, and this bounces back and forth. It's, you know, is it a fougere? Is it an oriental? Is it this? It's a, you know, like a modernized version of a barbershop scent. And to me, it's, you know, it's just a contemporary classic. It's a masterful, fougere-ish, oriental, barbershop-like scent. You have lavender, myrrh, incense, sandalwood, you have patchouli, there's cypress, there's oud, there's vetiver, there's vanilla, there's some, I think, Bulgarian rose in this, there's jasmine, and just the combination and the blend, it's smooth, like I said, it's elegant, it's versatile, it makes you feel rich, and it's very, very gentlemanly. That's all I could say. I mean, it's just so gentlemanly. You smell like a man. You smell like the man. You could wear this anytime. I've dressed this down, I've dressed this up. This is office safe. This is going out safe. You're just gonna smell like a very refined, classy, dapper individual. Zahar Off makes some amazing fragrances. Guys, start with their classic. It's unbelievable. They're #1. People love it for a reason. And I'm part of that group. Love it. Zahar Off Signature Homme, #4. And last but not least, I love my indie houses, and I'm always going to support them. Some of the best fragrances I have ever tried in my life that have blown my mind have come from places that most of us, and especially newbies, if you're not really into the fragrance community or fragrance, you know, you're not a collector that you're always looking for the next fragrance, but guys, an indie fragrance house that I got introduced to a few months back, and I have to put this on. It's called the Elemental Fragrances. Luke Solomon runs the company. And we have right here, Leather Boy. Now, the fragrances are not cheap, but quality through the roof. Now, this company, and I'm not going to blow smoke, Luke is a mensch. I love this guy. He's not only been, you know, someone that I was introduced to for a fragrance, but we've had heart-to-hearts, and I've been going through some stuff in my life, and he opened up about it, so there's this personal level here. And, you know, I was interested in his fragrances, and he sent me at least 8 to 10 fragrances of his selects, and a couple that I mentioned that I wanted to, you know, put my nose on. And I ended up ordering one, blind buying one, that I just saw the notes and was just so floored by the fragrances that out of the 8 he sent me, 7 or 8 I believe, maybe one wasn't my jam. Not because it was bad, because it just wasn't my scent profile, but still gorgeous. Like I would love it on somebody else, and it's slightly too femme for me. But amazing stuff. Like everything just smells good, different quality. Now I'm just going to talk about it. So this one I blind bought, and it's called Leather Boy, and it has tobacco oud, sandalwood, vanilla, and frankincense. Parfum concentrations, all of them. Storm, get out of here. This fragrance is very dark, super manly. It's smoky. That tobacco oud and frankincense come jolting out, but within an hour, like you have a nice like smoky vibe. Now think, you know, like Amouage Interlude Man. I bought a fragrance from another Aaron Terrence used called Smolder, which I like, but it's a little, for me, it just doesn't vibe maybe with my skin. And I love Polaris by Issey Miyake. I have a handful of smoky fragrances, and I wore this, and then the dry down on this gets so creamy. That sandalwood and vanilla, just it gets like you feel like the man. You feel strong. You feel powerful. Like it just has that vibe to it, but it dries down to a nice creamy, smoky. That vanilla really starts coming through. For a smoky fragrance, it's not too, for me, overbearing. I've worn this out already, and I've gotten amazing responses. And for me personally, I have fallen in love with this fragrance. And another fragrance, which is probably my number one over this, is called Smoke of the Gods, which is a vibe. It is sexy. It is unbelievable. I'm going to do a review on this. But guys, I'm going to leave the link below to Elemental Fragrances. Simple note breakdowns. I vouch for this company. I mean, there's so many fragrances. There's Mogul, there's Star 69, there's Fabulous Fucking Rose, one's called, and it's a gorgeous rose fragrance. Not jammy, like real rose. Like, it's just top notch. I love this company. I love Luke. Check this company out. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link below. And that's it, guys. My 5 fragrances that make me feel, most importantly, like a confident man. They make me feel like the man, if that's how you want to say it. Whether you're dressed up, I rock a scent in whatever I'm wearing. T-shirt, I'll wear Zahar Off, I'll wear Jubilation. That's just me. And if I want to wear it, I'm going to wear it. But guys, check out some of these fragrances. Leave some comments below. Let me know how you feel. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. If you love fragrances as much as I do, you know what to do. There's all types of buttons you could press to let you know that I'm dropping content. Happy New Year, guys. I'm happy to be back. It's been a wild couple of weeks moving, but I love you guys. Smell Foxy. Stay blessed. Stay safe out there. There's all types of shit going on in the world. And peace and love. I'll see y'all soon.